My ex-boyfriend's sister revealed his secret. I'm in a bit of a mess right now, and I could use some perspective. I'm in my late 20s, and I recently went through a really rough breakup with my ex, Tom. I'm still dealing with the aftermath, and a family drama I never anticipated had just added to the chaos. Tom and I dated for 3 years. It was a good relationship for the most part, but we had our ups and downs. I never thought our issues were severe enough to warrant a breakup, but Tom seemed to think otherwise. We ended things about 2 months ago, and I've been trying to move on. Here's where it gets messy. Tom has a younger sister, Lily. She and I were never super close, but we got along well enough during the times Tom and I spent together. After the breakup, I didn't expect to hear from Lily, but a couple of weeks ago, she reached out to me. Lily said she needed to talk to me, and that it was important. I agreed to meet her, and when we did, she told me something that left me completely stunned. Apparently, Tom had been hiding a significant secret from me throughout our relationship. Lily said Tom was married. Not just married, but he had been hiding this fact from everyone, including his family. I was in disbelief. I asked Lily to explain, and she said Tom had been married for nearly 5 years, but he kept it a secret from everyone, including his closest family. She didn't know the full extent of why he did this, but she felt guilty for not saying anything sooner. According to her, Tom had convinced her that it was a complicated situation and that they would sort it out eventually. But when Tom and I broke up, Lily felt it was time to reveal the truth. I was furious and heartbroken. I felt completely betrayed, not just by Tom, but also by Lily for not telling me sooner. I confronted Tom, and he admitted everything. He claimed he was in a difficult situation with his wife, and that he didn't want to burden me with his problems. He said he had intended to tell me eventually, but he wanted to protect me from his messy life. I felt utterly betrayed and manipulated. I also felt guilty for not seeing the red flags earlier. Tom's explanation was hardly comforting, and I ended things with him for good. I needed to process everything and get some space. Here's where the story takes another turn. About a week after the confrontation, Tom's wife reached out to me. She had somehow found my contact information and wanted to meet. I was hesitant, but I agreed. When we met, she was kind and apologetic. She explained that she was aware of Tom's actions and that she had been trying to get him to come clean for years. She thanked me for my patience and said she was sorry for everything that had happened. Tom's wife shared that she had been trying to work on her marriage, but had reached a point where she couldn't do it alone. She was contemplating divorce and wanted to be honest with Tom's family about what had been happening. She hoped that by telling me her side of the story, I might understand why Tom had acted the way he did. I was taken aback by her honesty and felt a pang of sympathy for her. It was clear that she had been through a lot herself. I appreciated her reaching out, but it didn't change the fact that I had been deeply hurt. In the weeks following these revelations, I've been struggling to come to terms with everything. I've also found myself in a peculiar situation where Lily, Tom's sister, is trying to make amends. She's been reaching out, apologizing for her part in this mess and trying to offer support. Part of me wants to forgive her, and another part is still angry and hurt by her silence during our relationship. I'm now facing a dilemma. Should I try to reconcile with Lily and give her a chance to explain herself fully? Or should I cut ties and move on from the entire situation? Additionally, how do I deal with the lingering pain of being deceived for so long? I'm really torn here and would appreciate any advice or perspective you all might have. This whole situation has left me questioning a lot about trust and honesty, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to move forward.